All right, what weapons will we face in the upcoming Civil War? I'm going away from, what if it happens to it's happening. It's just happening. Um, I just saw a video of a guy that went undercover, Steven Crowder. He's kind of a podcast guy, comedian, and he did what the press won't do, and him and his buddy got a couple of burner phones and they infiltrated Antifa, which is actually getting a little harder since Antifa has gone underground since this being declared a terrorist organization. So he showed in the video, you can see Antifa talking about the weapons they're acquiring, and of course it's no surprise that they're acquiring the weapons of the enemy. The AK-47 is on their coveted list. They're the cheap guns. Compared to an AR-15 rifle, AKs used to be a lot cheaper. They're almost comparable now in price. An AK-47 is really only good out to about 200 yards. I'm a pretty good gunman, and I can dust human-sized steel plates at 300 yards, but I got about a 50% miss ratio, so I have to fire 2 or 3 times to get the ping. I got to walk it in because there's a lot of drop. But an AR is good out to 600. It's good out to 250 in the hands of an amateur. But Antifa armed with an AK-47 is probably going to be deadly out to about 75 yards and hit and miss out to about 150, and then just really a danger to other people and not really that effective beyond 200 yards with Antifa. So they're going to be armed with the AK-47. They're going to be armed with the SKS, which is a slightly cheaper version, a Chinese version. If you don't have a gun right now and you're looking for something to protect your home with, you couldn't go wrong with the AK-47. They're just so simple. They don't require much maintenance. An AR requires regular cleaning and disassembly, and AKs are ridiculously reliable. So, and the ammo's cheap. So this is the gun we'll probably face. That was sawed-off shotguns, handguns, and primarily blades. I think that most of Antifa, their groups will probably consist of 2 or 3 people who are actually armed with firearms, and the rest will have bats and blades. Definitely going to be a mob kind of thing. Antifa was recorded as saying that they feel like they're going to be able to overthrow the government pretty fast because they don't think that anyone suspects what they've got planned, that we're not prepared to deal with what they have planned. Now, I think that's probably youth and arrogance. I don't think they understand how well prepared the right are. Patriots are armed with AR-15s. If they're armed with AK-47s, they're probably operators like me, guys that can get her done with that gun. So, is this going to go away? I don't think so. Is November 4th just protests? I wasn't sure a few minutes ago, but my morning of research is really starting to make it very, very clear that this is going down. It's going down probably even before November 4th. November 4th is kind of their culmination day. Like I said in the last video, they want to get their protesters out, but they're going to provoke something before then. Shapiro just got attacked pretty hardcore. His, Patriots got attacked. There was a lot of violence in Salt Lake, of all places. So this is heating up. It isn't going away. In the next video, I'm going to talk about barricading, and because that's a completely different discipline than open warfare. And unless you've studied the art of the barricade, then you won't understand. You won't be effective at protecting your home. If you're not going to go out there and run the streets and be a run and gunner, or and blow and go, then you're going to have to master the art of the barricade. I guess you could start with Night of the Living Dead, the original. In a lot of ways, this is going to be zombie warfare. I still am holding out hope that somehow sanity is going to rein this stuff in. I'm not urging you to start anything. I'm just urging you to watch out, because I think most people are completely unaware of what's going on. I mean, they're not talking about this on your favorite reality television show. Your puppies and kittens videos need to be replaced on, with real research into this. In one of my videos, I talk about why you should listen to me. It's because I've taken the time. And it's not hard to figure out if you put in the time. So, at any rate, to the next video, and God save us all.